Hi! In this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire scene I built myself in my Unreal project, where all the audio is created using only Metasounds. Let's play it! We have a pause menu that lets you control the volume of the sound effects and the music. Then we walk up to a speaker that gives us a small puzzle to guide us toward the game's solution.
If you seek the trophy, search among what the world has cast away. There lies the iron tooth that breaks the steel. Carry it forth, and a hidden arm will unbar the next passage. Only then shall the final gate sealed and the prize be yours.
Of course, since it comes from a loudspeaker, the sound is attenuated and specialized. So on, we took the keys for the last door, and in the meanwhile, a cutscene is played. Next, we head into the room whose door we just opened. Here, a vertical music system introduced strings and percussion to create a sense of rising tension. The next room, on the other hand, introduces a horizontal system that leads us into the next musical section, adding more movement and tension toward the end of the game. When we open the door, the key is set to be hidden. And in the end, we head up to the trophy that stops the music and triggers the victory stinger. This is the music system controlled in Metasound. When the box is overlapped, it triggers the pads and drums layer. Finally, the last box, when triggered, plays a new musical section that is in sync with the previous one. And this is the Music Manager blueprint with its own trigger boxes. So, once a trigger box is overlapped, a new musical section is triggered. Or stopped, in case of the trophy. This is the Ambience Metasound. We have a whistle asset that is pitched and started randomly, and the crowd's sounds are pulled from an array and pitch shift randomly. There's also a subtle random variation applied to the pounding of this audio source. Now, let's move on to the audio settings, which can be adjusted through a dedicated pause menu. To allow saving the volume settings, I created a dedicated blueprint. This contains our two array elements set by default to the value 1. Going back to the widget blueprint, this contains logic to set the class volumes and save them when the changes are applied using the button. In the game mode blueprint, I built the logic so that our sound settings are loaded when the game starts. With the sound menu now working, the first-person character needs to be able to use it, so in the corresponding blueprint, the P key is set to open it. Now I want to show you the speaker blueprint, the Metasound related, and the widget that appears when you overlap the speaker blueprint trigger box.
If you seek the trophy, search among what the world has cast away. There lies the iron tooth that breaks the seals. Carry it forth, and a hidden arm will unbar the next passage. Only then shall the final gate sealed and the prize be yours.
This is the keys blueprint. And when they are collected, the Metasound played. I've created an interface to interact with the key item without having to directly reference the class. This is the key mesh attached to the first-person character, and the logic to interact with the key and, as a result, pick up it. Then, after we have collected, a cutscene is triggered. For the level blueprint, as usually, we have a widget message set to visible by a trigger box. And when the E key is pressed, a cutscene is triggered with the related Metasound. For the door blueprint, the approach was the same, and the widget is set to be visible when we overlap the trigger box. When we interact with the door to open it, before playing the cutscene, the key mesh visibility is set to be hidden, and the Metasound is playing in the cutscene. Finally, the trophy blueprint, which set the success widget to be visible and allows to play the success stinger. And that was everything I wanted to show you from my Unreal project with Metasounds. Thanks for watching!